Not the way that perhaps many of us expected, but I suspect you thought it might be like that against Leeds.
Yeah, and football people could have had an idea about it as well. So because it was clear, I think a lot of people said it. Leeds can cause us problems because Leeds can cause everybody problems. So that's how it is, and they did. But we did. Okay, we conceded 3 goals. That means we made some mistakes. That's the nature of the thing. But they forced us to make these mistakes on one side, and on the other side, the mistakes are obvious. So we have to work on it. We will work on it. We'll make it better. I know that. But on the other side, we played exceptionally good football in moments. Like for a first game, it's not to expect as well. So our preseason was not that we were flying in all the games. The intensity we put in the game, and you see it. So Leeds was here and was at 100% from an intensity point of view. And who was sure that Liverpool, after winning the league and stuff like this, be here and is just ready for a fight? But we were. And I like that a lot. And that was the point we wanted to prove, and the boys did it. I said to pretty much everybody, if it would have been 3-3, I would have said the same thing. Because, yes, they might have deserved a point, of course. We had more chances, we could have scored more, that's all true. But in the end, it was, of course, when you score that late, then it's a bit lucky as well. But the performance offensively, in possession, I'm really happy with, because it's so special and so different. And to adapt to that in a really short period of time, because the boys are only back since 3 days. Played completely different football styles, all of them pretty much in their national teams. So I'm happy with that. I love the desire we showed immediately again. And yeah, we didn't stop, and I like that.
You've said about desire and the hunger in your players after winning the title. Just looking at the body language and the faces of the players, I get the feeling your players actually enjoyed that too today.
Yeah. So it's for me very important, because we made a big fuss of this game. We played on -3 when they all came back. Pretty much the English guys played pretty much the night before, I think. We created one team which should replicate Leeds United, so man marking over the whole pitch, and 2 other teams, who are not together obviously, played against them. It was like, wow, that feels really different. So we brought up the U23s and some other guys, and it was really tough to do. So, and then we made extra meeting just to make sure we know what will happen. And so it helped me a lot, because the boys will now even more believe me when I say before a game they're pretty tricky to play against. So that's another good point. And yes, the boys love hard work still, and I'm happy about that.
You know what it's like on TV? They'll pick apart defending and they'll say, oh, this needs to be better, this needs to be better.
Oh, okay.
Is this a day, though, where we should just celebrate the joy of what football does when it's like that?
It's allowed, but probably you cannot fill a full football show with celebrating 7 goals. So maybe we should do it once, but I understand 100%. So we will analyze it as well. We will now not go home and have a few beer on that result, because we have to work with this result. But the good thing is we can work with it, because there were mistakes we usually don't make. But if we make them, we will struggle against everybody. But we usually don't do it, and so we have just to continue the work. We have now. That's the only full week we have, I think, until October Forever. 2035 or whatever. So we will use that for recovery, and then for training to work, because you know our next opponent, and that will be a tough one as well. Probably a slightly different game, but tough for other reasons. And so we have to make sure that they are prepared as well.
Thanks, Jürgen.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ya que nos encontraste, no nos pierdas. Suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube de Telemundo Deportes.